Chosen one. Listen carefully. Something inside you just got switched on, and the Father himself is whispering a warning into your spirit tonight. Be careful, because what he planted in you is no longer dormant. It is awake. It is alive. It is fully active. And if you do not know what is in you right now, you can spill it, you can leak it, you can give it to the wrong rooms, to the wrong people, to the wrong battles. This is why heaven has paused everything just to bring this word into your hands. You are not here by accident. A higher hand redirected you to this exact moment. Do not move. The thing he buried inside you long before you had language for it has just come online. And the reason your chest feels strange, the reason your prayers feel heavier than usual, the reason small things keep stirring something massive in you, it is because the seed that was once sleeping is now switched on. Fully, completely, without any dimmer, without any delay, without any safety guard. And what the Father is saying to you right now is not a celebration. Not yet. It is a warning, a holy warning, a loving warning, a warning that comes only to those who are ready to hear it. You are reading this because the Father trusted you to receive what he is about to release. So, lean in, stop scrolling, stop the multitasking. If you are around people, this is not for them. Silence the noise. Take a real breath, because the next few minutes will shift something in you that has been waiting on this revelation since before you were born. Type 444 in the comments right now. 444 is the number of angels surrounding what was just switched on inside you. Let that be the first sound this activation makes in the open. Many chosen ones go their whole lives without ever realizing the seed inside them was switched on. They feel the surge and call it anxiety. They feel the heat and call it exhaustion. They feel the heaviness and call it depression. They feel the pulling and call it restlessness. They are sitting on a fully activated gift, and they are using its energy to fight phantoms. They are using its current to overthink. They are using its frequency to argue with people who do not even matter. The Father is not letting that happen to you anymore. Not tonight. What is inside you right now is not a small thing. It is not a hobby. It is not a side gift. It is not a personality trait. It is a deposit, a real one, placed there by hands that knew exactly what they were doing. And it has reached a temperature where it can no longer be hidden. The container has been heated. The seal has been broken. The seed has cracked. So before you take another step, before you open your mouth in the next conversation, before you say yes to the next opportunity, the Father is asking you to slow down, to look down, to see what is in your hands now, because it is no longer empty. You can feel that something is different. You can feel that this season is not like the last. You can feel that the prayers you are praying now have more weight than the prayers you were praying 6 months ago. You can feel that your words land differently. People react to you differently. Rooms feel different when you enter. And you have been wondering if you are imagining it. You are not imagining it. The Father is confirming it tonight. The signal in you got stronger. The presence in you got denser. The fire in you got hotter. If you are reading this through tired eyes, if you are reading this from a season where you have given more than you have received, if you are reading this with a chest that feels both empty and full at the same time, the Father wants you to know that you have not been losing power. You have been gathering it. Everything you walked through these last few seasons was not depletion. It was deposit. Everything that felt like loss was actually pressure being applied to break the seed open. And tonight, that seed is open. The fruit is forming, the current is moving, and you need to know what to do with it before it knows what to do without you. If something in you just shifted while I was speaking, not emotion, something deeper than emotion, type switched on in the comments, not as a reaction, as a declaration. Let the words leave your fingers and enter the air. There is a kind of stewardship that only the awakened understand, a kind of carefulness that only those carrying weight can practice. The careless ones spill their gift on people who do not honor it. The careless ones argue their gift away in comments and conversations they were never meant to enter. The careless ones marry their gift to plans that were never sanctioned. The careless ones bury their gift back under the soil out of fear. The Father is calling you out of all 4 of those traps tonight, because you are not careless. You are chosen, and chosen ones who have just been switched on do not get to be careless anymore. Listen to me, child of the unseen lineage. The reason you have felt watched lately is because you are being watched, not by enemies, by the cloud, by the witnesses who have gone before you, by the ones who carried what you carry now and finished their race. They are leaning forward in heaven. They are watching what you do with the activation. They are praying that you do not waste the inheritance. Receive their attention as honor, not pressure. You are not alone with this. You are not the first to carry it. You are the next to release it. So pay attention to the small things, to what you say first thing in the morning, to what you scroll past at midnight, to who you spend your most fertile hours with, to which voice gets to speak last into your spirit before you sleep. The seed responds to all of it. The current carries all of it. The frequency multiplies all of it. What used to be tolerated will now be amplified. What used to be small will now grow fast. What used to take years will now take weeks. And what used to take a decade will now take a season. This is why he is whispering. Be careful, because acceleration without awareness is the most expensive gift in heaven. Now, stay with me, because in the next several minutes you are going to learn how to recognize what got switched on, how to protect it, how to feed it, how to direct it, and how to keep it from leaking through cracks you did not know you had. By the end of this message, you will have a different relationship with what is inside you. You will treat it differently. You will speak from it differently. You will move with it differently, and the room around you will start to organize itself around the new frequency you are carrying. That is not a prediction. That is a promise. The Father is making over your life right now. Receive it. Beneath the question of what got switched on lives, a quieter question. A question most chosen ones never get to ask out loud. The question is, what exactly is in me, and how did it get there? The Father wants you to know the answer tonight, not in vague terms, not in symbolic poetry, in real weighted truth that lands in your body. Because once you know what is in you, you stop being afraid of it. And the moment you stop being afraid of it, it begins to work with you instead of against you. What was planted in you was not random, it was selected. The Father walked through generations to find the womb that could carry the seed he intended for this hour. He chose your bloodline. He chose your timing. He chose your geography. He chose the exact pressure system that would crack the seed open at the right age. None of it was accidental. The family you were born into was not random. The country you were placed in was not random. The wounds you survived in childhood were not random. The strange hunger you felt as a teenager that nobody around you understood was not random. The way certain stories made you cry while others left you cold was not random. The way you have always sensed things before they happened was not random. Every single piece of it was the Father preparing the soil for the seed to be planted. There are people in your family who never knew what you carry, people who looked at you and dismissed you. People who labeled you the strange one, the dreamer, the too sensitive one, the too much one, the not enough one, the one who never quite fit. They were not looking with the right eyes. They could not have seen it, because what is in you was not meant to be visible to them. It was meant to be sealed, hidden, protected, until the appointed time. And tonight, the appointed time is here. The Father is removing the seal. He is taking the cover off the lantern, and he is asking the air around you to make room for the light that has been waiting. You are going to start hearing things in Scripture that you have read 100 times, but now they will sound new, as if they were written for you in this hour. You are going to start hearing things in songs you have heard 1,000 times, but now they will arrest you. They will stop you in the middle of your driving. They will pull tears out of places you did not know were still holding tears. You are going to start hearing things in casual conversations. A word from a stranger, a comment from a coworker, a passing remark from a child, and it will hit you with the force of a sermon. Because the activated seed in you is receiving signals on a frequency the world cannot tune to without invitation. And tonight, your seed has the invitation. This is what the awakening of a chosen one looks like from the inside. It is not dramatic in the way movies portray it. It is quiet, it is internal, it is steady, it is undeniable. It is the slow widening of a door that has always been there. The door does not slam open. The door swells open, and on the other side of the door is the version of you the Father saw before you were born. That version is now allowed to step out, allowed to speak, allowed to act, allowed to lead, allowed to write, allowed to build, allowed to heal others, allowed to be seen beneath this teaching lives, a deeper layer. Here is the truth. Most chosen ones do not realize. This was not just planted in you, it was planted in you with a release date, and the release date was never your choice. It was His. He set the timer when He buried the seed. He calibrated the pressure system that would crack it open. He chose this exact week, this exact day, this exact hour to switch you all the way on. Type 1111 right now. Not because it is a trend, because 1111 is what alignment looks like when heaven and earth are pointing at the same moment. And this is that moment for you. And the reason you feel surrounded by a strange weather right now is because heaven is staging the conditions for what comes next. This is why the Father is whispering, be careful. Not because He doubts you. He does not doubt you. He chose you specifically because He knew you would not collapse under the weight. But the weight is real. The current is real. The temperature is real. And carelessness in this season costs more than carelessness in any season before. A careless word in a dormant season is just a word. A careless word in an activated season is a contract. A careless agreement in a sleeping season is just an agreement. A careless agreement in a switched-on season is a seal. The same actions you used to take with no consequence will now produce real consequences. The same agreements you used to enter casually will now bind you to outcomes. The same prayers you used to throw out absent-mindedly will now actually move things. So, watch what you ask for. Watch what you speak. Watch what you bless. Watch what you curse. Watch what you tolerate in your own house, because everything you do from this season forward gets amplified through what is now switched on inside you. You may have already noticed the amplification. You may have spoken something offhand recently and watched it manifest faster than it should have. You may have prayed something brief and watched it materialize within days. You may have warned someone about something and watched the warning come true within a week. You may have spoken peace over a chaotic situation and watched the chaos lift. You may have spoken life over a sick person and watched the report change. You may have stood in a room and watched the energy shift just because you arrived. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. The Father is showing you what is in you by letting it move things around you. He is not testing you. He is showing you the way a father shows his child the new strength in their hands by giving them small things to lift first. What you do with this knowledge will determine the next decade of your life, not the next month, not the next year, the next decade. The way you handle the first few months of full activation will set the tone for the next 10 years of your release. So, tonight is not a small night. This message is not a small message. The Father is being thorough with you because He loves you. He is being detailed with you because the next chapter requires precision. He is being careful with you because what He has placed inside you is precious, and precious things require careful handling by you, by Him, by heaven, by every layer of protection that He is currently assigning to surround the gift. There is something I need to say to you before we go further. something the Father wanted spoken plainly without veils. Some of you reading this have been carrying the activation for longer than you realized. You have felt the heat, you have felt the volume, you have felt the strange clarity that comes and goes. You have felt the heightened awareness when you walk into a room. You have felt the way prayer has shifted in your mouth, and you have been searching for a way to stabilize what you are carrying, a way to keep the frequency clean, a way to keep the channel open without burning out the vessel. There are 5 things the Father wants you to understand about what is currently switched on inside of you. 5 truths that will reorganize the way you walk for the rest of your life. The first truth is the most fundamental. What is in you was placed there before you were assembled in your mother's womb. The Father wants you to release the idea that your gift began in childhood, or in your teenage years, or after some major spiritual experience. None of those moments are when the gift began. Those were activation points along the way, but the seed itself predates your physical form. The Father deposited the seed when He chose your spirit out of all the spirits that could have been sent to this earth. He looked at this exact decade, this exact crisis the world is currently moving through, this exact darkness that is rising in many places, and He said, this one, this particular spirit with this particular calling, with this particular shape, this is who I am sending into the gap that will form during this hour. Before you had hands, you had a calling. Before you had a name, you had a frequency. Before you had memories, you had instructions sealed into the marrow of who you are. The second truth, the gift does not belong to you. The gift was loaned to you. It is the Father's property, held in your hands. This is one of the hardest truths for chosen ones to receive, because culture has trained you to think of your talents as yours, your dreams as yours, your potential as yours. The Father is not contradicting culture to shame you. He is correcting culture to free you. When you understand the gift is on loan, the pressure shifts. You no longer have to perform with it. You no longer have to monetize every part of it. You no longer have to defend it. You no longer have to justify it. You only have to steward it. Stewardship is lighter than ownership. Stewardship is freer than ownership. Stewardship is wiser than ownership. The careless ones think the gift is theirs. They burn out trying to make it work. The wise ones know the gift is His. They simply make themselves available and watch Him work. The third truth. The gift is bigger than the moment you are currently in. You are not at the destination yet. You are at an early checkpoint. What is switched on now will require larger containers later, larger rooms, larger relationships, larger platforms, larger resources. And the Father is going to expand you gradually so you do not break. So do not try to force the gift to fit into your current containers. Do not try to squeeze the activation into the same job you have always worked, the same friendships you have always kept, the same conversations you have always had. The gift will resist, the current will push back. The frequency will short out. The Father is asking you to make room, to clear out, to prepare wider walls. Because what is coming through you cannot fit through the door you used to walk through. The door must become a gate. The room must become a hall. The hall must become a courtyard. The courtyard must become a field, and the field must become a kingdom. That is the trajectory of a fully switched-on seed, the fourth truth. The gift will attract 2 kinds of attention at once. Honor from heaven, resistance from forces that do not want what you carry released into the earth. Both arrive together. Some of the watching you feel is intercession, some is interference. The Father will teach you to tell them apart. He will give you discernment. He will surround you with protection while you grow into the skill. So, do not panic when you feel both pressure and favor in the same week. Both are signs of activation. The pressure is not punishment. The favor is not luck. The fifth truth. The gift was never meant to be used alone. Even though formation happened in isolation, the release will not. You will be joined soon by people who carry related gifts. People who recognize your frequency before you finish your first sentence. People who do not ask you to prove yourself. They are being prepared right now. The Father is coordinating timelines. He is staging the meeting points. So, do not give up on community just because the wrong communities have hurt you. The right ones are still being built, and they are being built specifically with you in mind. Someone is carrying what you just heard about. The weight of a gift they cannot name. The heat of something switched on with no one to explain what it means. Not a stranger, someone specific. You felt them surface while I was speaking. The gift is on loan. That is the second truth, and a steward who understands that truth does not hold everything in closed hands. This message exists to reach the ones still in the dark, the ones sitting on a fully activated gift and calling it anxiety, calling it exhaustion, calling it restlessness, with no one to tell them what is actually happening inside them. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, plant a seed into this mission, not into a channel, into the word that finds them before they waste another season fighting their own gift, a coffee, a seed, or a seat as a co-owner of what gets built from here. Bring into your seed the thing you have been asking the Father to move on the longest, the door that has the most weight behind it. Place it inside what you release and trust that the same hands that planted the seed in you are moving on that door right now. The steward does not hold everything. That is what makes the seed grow. Now, before I can show you the protection patterns, because I will show you, there is one more thing the Father wanted revealed in this message, and this one changes everything we have just discussed. So stay close, because what comes next is the part most chosen ones never get to hear in one sitting. And it is the part that turns this teaching from inspiration into instruction. Before I unfold what comes next, press gently on the like button. Not for me. So this message can reach another chosen one who is also walking into full activation tonight and does not yet have words for what they are feeling. Your gentle press carries this current further than the algorithm knows how to measure. Now, let us continue. What the Father is about to reveal is the part of the gift most people do not survive without help. There is a layer of stewardship that goes beyond awareness, a layer that goes beyond carefulness, a layer that goes beyond intention. And it is the layer where most chosen ones leak, not because they are bad, not because they are foolish, not because they are unworthy, but because they have never been taught how the human vessel handles a fully activated deposit. There is mechanics involved, real mechanics. And the Father wants the mechanics taught to you tonight in plain language. The first piece of the mechanics is silence. Real silence, not the silence of a closed mouth while the mind keeps yelling. The silence of a quiet inner room. Most chosen ones think they have practiced silence. What they have actually practiced is restraint. Restraint is not silence. Restraint is suppression. The seed does not grow in suppression. The seed grows in silence. There is a difference between the two that you will feel the moment you cross it. Silence is when the inner chamber goes still and the activation begins to speak its own language back to you. Most of you have never sat in real silence long enough to hear that language, and the Father is asking you to begin sitting tonight. Even if it is only 7 minutes, even if it is only 5, even if it is only 3, begin, because the deposit will instruct you in the room of silence in ways no human teacher ever could. The second piece of the mechanics is breath, specifically the long, slow breath, the kind of breath that lengthens the exhale. That signals to the body that the predator is no longer in the field. That signals to the nervous system that the gift is safe to operate. Most chosen ones are walking around with shallow breath, the kind of breath that keeps the body in low-grade alarm, and no seed grows well in alarm. The Father designed the seed to grow in calm, to grow in trust, to grow in safety. So, the second instruction tonight is to slow your breath whenever you remember. Standing in line at the store, sitting in your car before you walk into a meeting. Lying in bed before you check your phone, walking from one room of your house to another. Breathe out longer than you breathe in. That single shift will change the soil the seed is growing in, and growing soil is half the work. The third piece of the mechanics is companionship of words. What you say to yourself when you are alone has more power now than it has ever had. The activated seed listens to every sentence you whisper about yourself. It records it. It responds to it. It expands or contracts based on it. So you cannot afford to call yourself stupid even in a joke. You cannot afford to call yourself broken even in a vent. You cannot afford to call yourself behind even in frustration. The Father is asking for awareness, and He is giving you permission to speak gentleness to yourself in the privacy of your own thinking. The fourth piece of the mechanics is the cleansing of consumption. What you let your eyes see, what you let your ears hear, all of it is now feeding the activated seed. There is no neutral content anymore for a chosen one who is fully on. The Father is not asking you to become legalistic. He is asking you to become wise, to notice how you feel after consuming certain content, to notice if your prayer feels muddied after certain conversations, and to adjust accordingly. Without guilt, just with the calm awareness of a steward who knows what is in their care. The fifth piece of the mechanics is the quality of your closing hour, the last 60 minutes before you fall asleep. This is when the activated seed receives its deepest instructions for the night. Whatever you feed it in that final hour will be processed across the entire night. The dreams will carry it. The intuition will absorb it. The body will integrate it. So consider what you put in front of yourself in that hour. The gift will obey your closing rituals more than your morning ones. That is a secret the Father wanted you to know before this season fully unfolds. These 5 pieces of mechanics are not religion. They are physics. Spiritual physics, the kind of physics that runs underneath every awakened life. And once you start practicing them, you will feel the difference within the first week. The activation will feel cleaner. The signal will feel clearer. The current will feel steadier. The voice of the Father inside you will feel louder, and the noise of the world outside you will feel quieter. This is what a stewarded gift sounds like from the inside, and the Father is teaching it to you tonight because He intends for you to walk in it for the next 40 years. But the mechanics alone are not enough. There is one more thing you must understand before the protection becomes complete, and that one thing is the assignment. The reason the seed was switched on now, the reason this generation, the reason this hour, the Father did not activate you for your own pleasure, though pleasure will come. He did not activate you for your own healing, though healing will come. He did not activate you for your own provision, though provision will come. He activated you because there are people assigned to your gift who are currently dying in silence, and they cannot wait any longer. So, the assignment is not something you choose. The assignment chooses you. And once you accept the assignment, every other arrangement of your life begins to rearrange itself to support the assignment. You will know the assignment by what makes you cry when nothing else does. You will know the assignment by what you cannot scroll past. You will know the assignment by the kind of brokenness in others that makes your chest expand. Instead of contract, you will know the assignment by the conversations you can have without preparation. You will know the assignment by the doors that keep opening, even when you stop pushing on them. You will know the assignment by the favor that surrounds the work you were almost afraid to start. Pay attention to all of those signs. They are the Father pointing at the assignment. They are the seed responding to its own purpose. They are the gift recognizing its own field. Do not dismiss the signs as coincidence. They are confirmations. They are instructions. They are invitations. Now, the Father is going to slow this message down just for a moment because I want you to feel something in your mind. Place your hand on your chest. Just rest it there. Notice what you are carrying. Not the day, not the bills, not the people who let you down. Notice the actual living thing inside the cage of your ribs. The Father is asking you to feel the weight of the gift, not to perform feeling. just to acknowledge that something is there. Something is humming. Something is awake. Something is alive that was not alive at this temperature 6 months ago. Stay there for a few breaths. Let your body recognize what your mind has been resisting. The deposit is real. The activation is real. The frequency is real. And you are the steward. Type 777 if you felt something when you placed your hand there. Not imagined. Not performed. Actually felt. 777 is divine completion, the number of a thing that is whole and ready. What you just touched inside yourself is both of those things. Now slowly let your hand fall and carry that recognition into the rest of this message, because everything I am about to say will land differently now that you have made contact with what is inside you. The teaching from this point forward will not feel like teaching. It will feel like instruction. The instruction your own spirit has been waiting to receive, and the Father chose this exact moment to deliver it to you through these words, in this room, at this hour, with this stillness. Receive it. There are people watching you become this version of yourself who do not yet have language for what they are witnessing. Some of them are in your home. Some are in your workplace. Some only see you online, but feel something about you they cannot articulate. They are not pretending. They are receiving signal from the activated seed, and they do not know it yet, so extend grace to the way they react to you in this season. Some will lean in, some will pull away, some will accuse, some will worship, some will misunderstand. None of their reactions are the full story. Their reactions are simply the first ripple of the broadcast you are now sending out into the field. Do not be surprised when old relationships shift. Do not be surprised when new relationships appear out of nowhere. Do not be surprised when strangers tell you things they have never told anyone else. Do not be surprised when children look at you longer than is socially normal. Do not be surprised when animals settle near you. All of these are the side effects of a fully switched-on chosen one, whose presence is no longer dormant. The atmosphere around you is being calibrated by the seed inside you, whether you are intentional about it or not. That is why the Father is teaching you intentionality tonight, so that the atmosphere serves the assignment instead of accidentally derailing it. What just landed in you about the assignment is not abstract. You already know the shape of it. You know it by what makes you cry when nothing else does. You know it by what you cannot scroll past. The Father did not name it tonight for the first time. He confirmed it, and confirmation requires a response. Not a performance, not a grand gesture, a seed. The way a steward responds to receiving, not by holding tighter, but by releasing something as a declaration that the assignment is real. This message, the one that just named your gift, walked you through the 5 truths, handed you the mechanics, and confirmed the assignment you already sensed. It takes real resources to reach the ones who are still calling their activation by the wrong name. If this reached you, someone made it possible. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, make it possible for it to reach the next one. A coffee, a seed, or a seat at the table as a co-owner of this mission, not a general prayer. Bring the specific thing, the one underneath all the other things you usually ask for. The hope you have stopped saying out loud, the request that feels too large to keep repeating. Plant that alongside what you release, and trust that the Father who designed the assignment also designed the provision. Type "I am the steward" in the comments if you accept the assignment being named over your life right now. You may be wondering, how long will the activation feel this intense? Will my body adjust? Will my mind adjust? The honest answer the Father wants you to have is this: the intensity is highest during the first months of full activation because the system is recalibrating. Your body is learning to hold a current it has never held at this volume. There will be turbulence. There will be moments of overwhelm. There will be days when you want to turn it back down. You cannot. The switch was thrown, but you can stabilize. You can learn the operating system, you can find the rhythm, and it usually takes between 3 months and 1 year of consistent stewardship for the system to settle into a comfortable operational baseline. So, treat this season the way an athlete treats the first phase of training, under a new coach, with humility, with patience, with trust that the soreness is not damage. The soreness is development. The fatigue is not failure. The fatigue is formation. You are being widened, you are being deepened, you are being seasoned, and the Father is more pleased with you than you currently know how to receive. He is not waiting for you to perform. He is enjoying watching you become. Now we approach the moment in this message that the Father has been building toward since the first sentence. So I need you to gather yourself, settle in, lean a little closer, because what is about to be said is the part that completes the teaching. The part that turns information into transformation. The part that closes the circuit between heaven and your daily life, and once it is said, you will be sealed in the awareness of what is in you. You will not be able to unsee it. You will not be able to unfeel it. You will not be able to unhear it. The activation will have a new name, and the new name will become the way you operate from here on out. The name is Steward of the Seed. That is who you are now. Not just a chosen one, not just a believer, not just someone with a calling. You are a steward of a seed that has been switched on. And the steward is responsible for the protection, the cultivation, the direction, the multiplication, and the release of what is in their care. This is the office the Father is conferring on you tonight, not as a burden, as a dignity, not as a weight, as a robe, not as a sentence, as a station. You have been raised not in title only, in responsibility, in capacity, in authority, in access, and the access changes everything. You will pray differently now because the steward of a seed does not pray as a beggar. The steward prays as one reporting in to the owner of the field. The Father is the owner. The seed is the asset. You are the manager on site. So the conversations between you and the Father shift in tone. They become more practical. You will start hearing instructions instead of just feelings. You will start receiving strategies instead of just comfort. You will start understanding why instead of just doing what. You will start being trusted with information that He used to keep at a distance from you because you were not yet positioned to handle it. You will worship differently now. Worship becomes less performative. The steward worships in private the same way they worship in public. The steward worships in the car, in the kitchen, in the shower. Worship becomes a continuous undertone of awareness that the seed is breathing inside you, and the Father is breathing through the seed. You will give differently now. The steward of a seed knows that everything they have is held in trust. The money, the time, the energy, the attention, the favor. So generosity becomes natural. The steward gives the way a tree gives shade, without needing thanks, without needing applause. The giving multiplies the seed in ways that calculation could never reproduce. You will rest differently now. The steward understands that rest is maintenance. Rest is what allows the seed to integrate what the day deposited. So, you will protect your sleep. You will protect your Sabbath. You will say no to invitations that erode rest. You will say no to opportunities that look good but starve the seed, and the no will come easier than it ever has. You will speak differently now. The steward speaks fewer words and more weighted ones. The careless paragraphs disappear. The empty filler shrinks. The need to win arguments dissolves. Your words will start to outlive their moments. People will quote you in their own heads when they need to remember something true. The Father keeps the records. You will move differently now. The steward walks with awareness of cargo. You are no longer empty walking from room to room. You are carrying something, so you slow down. You enter rooms with intention. There is a dignity to the way a steward holds their body. The kind that radiates from a person who knows they are not alone in their own skin because the seed is in there and the Father is in there, and the cloud of witnesses is leaning in. And the assignment is unfolding through every step. Type "The seed is open" in the comments, not as a reaction to what I said, as a proclamation over your own life. Let it be the first public declaration of what just became true inside you. Heaven is listening, so is the cloud of witnesses leaning forward right now. Now, I want to bring this message into its final movement, because every word so far has been preparation for the seal. And the seal is what makes the teaching permanent. So gather yourself again. The Father has loved this conversation. He has loved sitting in this room with you. He has loved being heard. He has loved being received. He has loved that you did not scroll away. He has loved that you stayed, and He wants to send you out from this message, not entertained, but commissioned, not informed, but installed, not encouraged, but enthroned. Let the next few minutes be quieter. Let the words land slower. Let the body soften. Let the eyes rest if they need to. Let the breathing extend, because what comes next is not for the surface of you. What comes next is for the chamber where the seed has been growing. The Father is coming into that chamber tonight to seal what He has been doing. So, make room for Him the way you would make room for a king who is finally arriving at the door of his own house. Father, source of the seed, owner of the field, keeper of the timing. We pause here for a moment just to acknowledge what you have done. You have walked this chosen one through pressures that were never random. You have widened them through losses that were never accidental. You have softened them through silences that were never abandonment. You have prepared them through seasons that were never wasted. And tonight you have switched on what you planted. We do not take that lightly. We receive it. We honor it. We thank you for it. We release the carelessness now, the careless words, the careless agreements, the careless friendships, the careless commitments, the careless habits, the careless consumption, the careless self-talk. We release all of it, not in shame, in strength. We release the version of us that thought the gift was small. We release the version of us that hid the gift to fit in. We release the version of us that exhausted the gift on rooms that did not deserve access. We release the version of us that doubted the gift even when heaven kept confirming it. We release every layer of disbelief that has clung to the deposit. We let it fall away. We let it return to the dust it came from. We are done with it, and we receive who we are now. We are stewards of a seed. We are carriers of a frequency. We are participants in an assignment that began before our birth. We are children of the Father and managers of His asset. We are stationed in this hour by design. We are equipped with everything we need to walk in what has been switched on. We are not behind. We are not late. We are not underqualified. We are exactly where we are meant to be and exactly who we are meant to be in this moment. Before the declaration is sealed, I want to pause here. Steward does not begin with receiving. It begins with releasing. You just released careless words, careless agreements, careless self-talk. You released the version of yourself that thought the gift was small. You released layer after layer of disbelief. That release was real. And real release leaves the hands open. Open hands are how a steward receives, and open hands are how a steward gives. Who is waiting on the other side of your open hands right now? Not a general audience. Someone the Father just placed in your awareness. Someone whose seed is switched on and whose hands are still closed because no one has ever told them what is happening inside them. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, plant your seed into this mission. A coffee for the one who needs this word tonight. A seed for the door the Father has been moving toward your whole life. A seat as a co-owner of this mission, for the steward who understands that the gift multiplies when it moves. Not a general prayer, the kind you mean in the quiet. Bring the fear that lives underneath the request. The thing you have stopped voicing because voicing it and not seeing it has cost you more than silence. Place that inside what you release. The Father keeps the records. Not one seed released by a steward who knows what they are carrying goes unwitnessed. Stopping holding your hands closed, protecting, calculating, waiting for certainty is the moment the assignment has room to breathe. Your next chapter is not as far away as the silence has made it feel. I declare over you tonight that what is inside of you will not leak. I declare that the channel will hold. I declare that the seed will be protected. I declare that the assignment will unfold in the right order, in the right rooms, with the right people, at the right pace. I declare that you will not burn out. I declare that you will not collapse. I declare that you will not be ambushed. I declare that the cloud of witnesses around you is increasing. I declare that the angels assigned to the seed are multiplying. I declare that the wisdom needed is being downloaded. I declare that the discernment needed is being sharpened. I declare that every careful step you take will be honored. Every quiet stewardship will be rewarded. Every restraint will be amplified into release at the right moment. The Father is in charge of the timing. You only have to remain faithful to the small daily things. You are a chosen one who is fully switched on. That is the new reality. There is no going back. There is only growing forward. And the Father walks with you into every chapter that follows. He will not leave the field. He will not leave the gift. He will not leave the steward. You are kept. You are covered. You are commissioned. You are sent. Type 888 right now. 888 is the number of new beginnings that arrive after old cycles close. You just closed one. The steward that walked into this message no longer exists. What remains carries something different. Let 888 be the first sound of who you are now. If your spirit recognizes the frequency of this room, stay connected. Subscribe, not to a channel, to the pipeline the Father is using to deliver the next layer of what your activation requires. What comes next has already been prepared. Let it find you without you having to search for it. And one more thing before we close. There is someone the Father is bringing into your mind right now. Someone you know, someone who has been unusually quiet lately, someone who has been carrying something they cannot name, someone who looks fine on the outside, but you can feel that something deeper is happening. Someone who has been hidden for so long they have begun to believe being hidden is who they are. Send this to them. Not with explanation, not with pressure. Just send it. Let the Father do the rest. Your obedience could be their answer to a prayer they whispered last week and forgot they prayed. When you bless them, what is in you multiplies. That is how the seed works. If this message brought clarity to confusion, if this message brought peace to chaos, if this message brought language to something you have been carrying without words, let your gentle press of the like button be your amen without words. And if your spirit recognizes the frequency of this room, stay close. There are more messages being prepared for the next layers of your activation. The Father is not finished speaking, and you are no longer outside the conversation. You are inside it. You are part of it. You are becoming one of its voices. The seed is open. The current is moving. The steward is awake. The assignment is alive. The Father is pleased, and the next chapter is already being written above your head. So receive the peace of this message. Carry it gently. Walk into the rest of your night with the calm of one who has heard their Father's voice clearly. And remember, what is in you is real. What is in you is yours to steward. What is in you is yours to honor. What is in you is yours to release, and what is in you is more than enough for what comes next. It is sealed. It is done. Amen.